Welcome everybody. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to climb from Unranked to Masters on Aurora. My name is Tim, or Mysterias. I've been a league coach for 5 years and I've been challenger for multiple seasons. In this video, I'm going to be explaining my thought process while playing Aurora, so you can just copy that and win your games. But before we go into the actual gameplay, we're going to need to start with a little bit of theory. If you want to climb on Aurora, the first thing that you need to do is get lane control. Aurora is one of the strongest laners in the game due to her medium short cooldowns, but especially insane burst damage with her Q. The reason why Aurora is so strong is because it's super easy for her to proc her electrocute. It has an insane amount of inbound damage in her Q, and she can also cut the trade afterwards because she likes to take extended trades, but she also likes to take short trades. If the enemy tries to extend it, we can just auto-attack, get passive procs, and it's pretty hard for them to then win the trade because we can sustain with our passive. And if we do a short trade with just our Q electrocute or QE, then we kind of get a 100-0 trade where we get damage onto them, but they don't get damage onto us. So Aurora's trading is just, we could almost call it bullshit. Just like Leblanc, which is also just bullshit. Very strong trader. Now, landing your Q on Aurora in the lane is very, very important. If you don't land your Q, a lot of your damage is going to be gone because you want to play around your electrocute in the lane, and your Q procs 2 instances of electrocute. So if you miss your Q, it's pretty hard to actually proc that electrocute consistently. So what are a few tips to land Aurora's Q? Now, of course, number 1, time it with the enemy last hits. Very, very, very important to time it with enemy last hits. They stand still onto the minion. That's your time to strike. Whenever they're in auto-attack animation, if they're ever trading back at you, sometimes they're standing still. You want to try to throw it at a time when they are actually standing still and hitting you. Another way to hit it is when they're close to terrain, when they have linear movement, when they have to run towards you. Most importantly, when they're CC'd, maybe one of your teammates is actually CCing them for you. That's when it's especially easy. So keep an eye on these things. That's going to make it easier for you to land your Q. If you ever miss your Q, try to figure out how you could have thrown it in a different way so you could have actually landed it. Like I mentioned, electrocute is very, very strong on Aurora because it's so easy to proc, and we can proc it faster than most other champs as long as we land our Q. Now, after we get lane control, after we've won the lane the first 6-7 levels, we now want to extend our lead towards the rest of the map. And Aurora is a skirmisher, and that means that we want to play for fights with our jungles and usually around neutral objectives, because then the fights that we take and the kills that we get actually lead to us progressing the games. Now, a big mistake that I see a lot of Aurora players actually make is that they fight without R. Of course, there's always like ways to potentially find fights if you're in number advantages, stuff like that. But your R is very important for your kit because your R is a slow. And the reason why this slow is so important is because a self-slow allows you to land your Q. And it's AoE, it's very large area. So your ult is insanely important if you want to win these skirmishes. No R is no fighting. You're really weak without ult because it's so easy for them to just flash your combo and then you're completely useless. So be very mindful of this. And a very common Aurora mistake that I see in a lot of the players that I actually coach is that they use their ult in the lane to solo kill the enemy lane opponent. And then the dragon starts and then they don't have R and the enemy lane opponent TPs back or walks back. And then they don't have R and they actually lose the fight. And then the game can go very bad very quickly. So that's something I see a lot in my coaching sessions. Be very careful of that. Usually your first ult is going to be fine to use it in the lane to maybe get like a little bit of a bigger lead in the lane. But generally from that point onwards, try to use your ult in skirmishes around neutral objectives. Now, we got to utilize the lull states to get our information. What are lull states? Lull states are periods in the game where there's a little bit of downtime, and that's then going to allow you to use your brain, ask yourself questions, and think about what's actually going on in the game. So we want to get our info on whether jungle at, who's the strong side, who's the weak side. Aurora is a skirmisher. If we're playing against a 6-0 Darius, probably not winning that skirmish, so we should maybe avoid him and play bot side. And of course, where the neutral objectives are, so we can then start warding and leaning, nuking the waves, and shove and moving towards that side. Now, once we get to the mid game, Aurora wins the game through shoving and moving. She has very fast wave clear, and she is really good at pushing out waves and then moving into mid, and then potentially looking to kill people on mid wave. That's why we also call her the mid wave murderer. I came up with that myself, actually. That's one of my best creative achievements from... I think I came up with it last year. Yeah, great creative achievement. So proud of myself. She's also really good team fighting around neutral objectives, right? Where she has her ult, which is an insane amount of damage, but also creating picks, right? You can use the Fog of War with your W, jump into range, make picks, and in the games that you're going to be watching, you're going to see a lot of me making picks, right? And that's going to put us in great positions of the games. Fantastic champion, really versatile, has an insane amount of options and creativity, Don't be shy to use your creativity, but always keep in mind that there's these baseline cornerstone neutral objectives that you need to play around. A random pick doesn't mean anything if your team's in base. A random pick doesn't mean anything if they can come back and still be on time for the neutral objectives. So be mindful of that. Aurora's runes are pretty straightforward, and I'm going to explain why these runes are so incredibly powerful. Electrocute, because Aurora is a burst-oriented assassin mage, and Electrocute helps with bursting, but it's also really easy for her to proc using her Q, being 2 instances of Electrocute. So you can do Q out attack Q or QE Q, which both procs Electrocute. And man, it deals so much damage. We take sudden impact because she has a lot of dashes and jumps, R, E, and W. But most importantly, the most OP thing about sudden impact is how it interacts with Scorch. So a key thing that you can do on Aurora is that when you E someone, right, your Scorch procs. And then because you then step back and you fly backwards, your Scorch procs sudden impact. And that makes your E traits actually pretty bullshit. So this is really good for a lot of longer range mages. And that makes the Aurora's laning pretty bullshit because E is almost impossible to dodge. For the rest, you can take Grizzly Momentus, you can take Sixth Sense, you can take Deep Ward, whatever you like. Grizzly Momentus is the easiest one to use. Same with Sixth Sense. I don't really recommend Deep Ward generally. It's too hard to use. And then Ultimate Hunter, because we're very bound to our ult, right? So we need the ult cooldown reduction. For the secondary runes, I really like Mana Flow Band because we're going to be building items that are not a mana first item. So you need Mana Flow Band. And therefore, ideally, we sit on this page. If you feel like you're playing versus a champion that you need like Resolve into or something like that, I don't really see many champs that's necessary into. You are kind of going to be struggling if you don't take a first mana item like Ludens, because you're going to be struggling with your mana expenditure in the mid game. So you need a little bit of mana regen, and Mana Flow Band is the best way to get that. So if we move on to the build right here, we see that we are running non-mana items on Aurora. Now, there's nothing wrong with mana, okay? You can go Ludens, and it's going to be fine. All right, it's going to be fine, but it's not going to be exceptional. And what really takes Aurora to the next level is these items in the right spots. Now, let's start with Protobelt, okay? Protobelt is an item that you buy when you want a bit of a jack of all trades, okay? Whenever you're not entirely sure what your role is going to be, because this is a bit of a stat stick. It's really good because it gives you haste, it gives you HP, and it gives you AP, and it's a very cheap item. So the value of this item is quite high. But the most important thing to do is that the active actually helps Aurora to get in range sometimes with her Q, and it helps you make picks. It's sometimes a thing that overwhelms enemy champions, and they don't expect you to have the Protobelt. It's also really good in the likes that you can potentially dodge out enemy skill shots. But this is like the flexible option. If you are going to be playing solo AP and the enemies are squishy, you're going to go Storm Surge. Why? This is the full penetration option. If you do Storm Surge, especially combining with Shadow Flame, what's going to happen is you're going to one-tap people. Like literally 100-0 QE, bam, dead. It's that heavy. It's insane amount of penetration, insane amount of damage that you deal. And AD carries will not be able to live just a normal combo. And this snowballs you incredibly hard. This is my favorite build on Aurora. So I try to go this build whenever possible. Now you also got the Liandry's build. Liandry's is really good on Aurora because you can throw your Q, hold it onto someone, and the Liandry's is then ticking. And then you can then redraw the Q, which the Q deals extra damage based on bonus enemy missing HP. Which means that the Q then deals extra damage and it procs the Liandry's again. So it's pretty annoying on Aurora. It's just really good. And the beauty is you do this when you're into tanky champions, right? Into like a heavy tank, heavy bruiser comp, into a mid lane matchup that they're probably going to build some MR, some HP. Then Liandry's is really, really good. And this also really helps if you then play the fights a little bit slower in the mid game, where you hit someone first, you wait a little bit, and then you ult later once your Liandry's has been procced with your damage increase, and then you hit that on a lot of people. It's just a lot of damage. It's just a lot of damage. So Liandry's and Storm Surge are my favorite options. Protobelt is a little bit of the jack of all trades. You generally always go penetration afterwards on Aurora because of the fact that she is an assassin. She's a burst-oriented assassin. So this really helps with doing that. If you don't do that, you go for this like battle mage oriented build, but it's not that good at the moment. They nerfed it a little bit. Regardless, right? Aurora loves Darksteel. You need to go Darksteel every game. You're going to be picking up a lot of game kills. It's really good of a stat check in the early lane. So you're going to pick up Darksteel really early. And I personally really like Magic Pen Boots whenever I can. If you're versus really heavy enemy CC like Syndra plus Leona, Go Mercs, you're going to need it to survive. It's going to also allow you to help to win side lane, but it's generally those two options. Now, in the games that we're going to be covering, there's a lot of different games. I put in the description also what specific parts of the games that we're going to be covering on Aurora. So check that out. I recommend you guys watch the games one by one. Don't overload yourself and binge this video in one session. It's not practical. Just do different sessions, one video a day, and in a week, you're going to have a great understanding of how Aurora works. And that's going to fast track your improvement and allow you to win some games. Enjoy the gameplay, boys. Welcome everybody to the Aurora Unranked to Masters. And in this first game, I'm going to be explaining how Aurora wants to be winning the game from start to finish. I'm going to cover her entire game plan. And Aurora is a very strong laner. So in the lane, we're going to try to take good quality trades, especially around our Q, which can then eventually lead to lane control. Then we want to look to skirmish with our jungle. And in the mid game, we're going to look to shove a move. And I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. So this first matchup, we're versing up against Mel. Mel is actually a very challenging laner to verse because of the fact that she can block our Q. And our Q is, of course, the main damage ability, right? So in these type of mage matchups, it's very important that you get the push. And then when the enemies try to get close, or whenever they have the last hits, that's when you can look for a potential Q onto them. I thought that Mel was a little bit out of position. So I thought I could land the Q, but she barely tethered it properly. I'm now going to need to use it a little bit better during the last hit timer. So I'm going to wait until these minions drop low. And then I'm going to step up and land my Q onto her. Otherwise, she's forced to drop the creep. If she uses her Q like that, that's also fine with me. You can just look for an E like that. E is a lot easier to land than your Q. So we're really just looking at these low health minions and seeing if we could time a spell with that. She's doing a pretty smart job at using her spells. And there we go. Nice QE. Proccing the electrocute onto the last hit. We're unfortunately missing a few creeps ourselves. The enemies have a Diana, so it's not the strongest early game jungler. So I'm just free in... I'm just free in taking my Q, an extra point. I'm going to look to pressure her a little bit there. That's fine. Okay, so I had to hard nuke that wave state because the wave state was not too sexy for me. We're now once again going to be trying to push in this minion lane here. We do a nice little Q. We try to proc our passive here, which is nice. Proccing our passive is great because it gives a little bit of HP regen as well. We're just trying to step up whenever she farms. That's like the goal. Keep your eyes on these low health creeps. Stand away from them so she can't AoE them. And a beautiful E. So this is good. She thought I was queuing there. Could have potentially pressured her off that one. And the laning is just really all about the last hits here. Nice out attack E. There's a little bit of a fight happening, and since I got lane control, I'm happy moving first. Okay. I'm a little bit fucked now, actually. I was hoping Jarvan could like cancel her reset. Because she's now gonna potentially TP back. And I'm going to be a little bit stuck in lane. So I need to get out of this wave state, right? I need to get a reset of myself. Otherwise, I can't pressure her. So I'm going to slow play this wave. And then this one as well. Because the next one after this is a cannon, right? So we're going to keep our mana here. Not use any spells. So I can force myself a reset real soon. If she trades with me, it's generally quite good for me. And we even get the kill. So Aurora is actually really good at taking extended trades, right? With our passive. And of course, because we got a lot of burst damage. My plan here was to trade with her and then reset with TP. Which then allows me to be in a favorable position in the resources, right? Because I can then reset, Get all my HP back. And I'm in a really good spot. Now, since the enemies have champs that are pretty hard for me to deal with, in the likes of Mundo, I'm actually going to go for Lissandra. I'm a little bit slow in base here. So I'm kind of forced to TP. I was really slow in base. I couldn't find my item. I gotta make sure I don't get hit by the Mel right now. Yeah, good timing by her. I should have TP'd on the turret, probably. If I don't go... Yeah, nah, I fucked up with my Lissandra, maybe. I think Lissandra is fine. But I think maybe full pen is also fine here. I'm a little bit cooking with the builds. That's okay. It doesn't really matter. We're now gonna look to get a little bit more lane control. So this is the point where I'm still happy to potentially like heavy trade onto this Mel, deny her creeps, and then I kind of want to look with my Jarvan and see if I can play onto the map for skirmishes. Always keep in mind what my Jarvan is doing right now. Good movement there. Oh, beautiful Q. Since my Jarvan is making play on both, and I see some actions happening there, I'm going to hard push and see if I can maybe dive these guys. Looks diveable. End this career here. Right. I didn't even have to use my R, which is really good, because we can now turn that fact that I still have ult into some neutral objectives, maybe. Let's insta reset here. Let's get this, this, and this. And if you're strong enough to get lane control, basically if you're winning lane, guys, it's really good to get a control ward, because you can use that control ward to ward towards the side that you want to play on. It's a lot easier to extend your lead like that. So we're going to look to push this. Mel made a bit of a roam play on the top side. I shouldn't let her enter. And now I can still get the plate, right? So I got a chunk for free because of the space. I still got the plate. I'm going to look to push this. You get some vision now. Into top side. Looks like we're playing top side with Sona here. The timing is a bit off. We're kind of selling out this Ezreal now. Oh my. She's a bit tilted, I guess. And we're going to look to just get control of this wave state. And then turn that into... the Rift Herald, or the Grubbies. Now, since we know what the next neutral objective is going to be, the dragon, right? That's what we're going to play around. So I'm going to maybe look to push this into maybe a nice little reset. Oh shit, I need to... use my R and get out. He flashes. I just flashed myself. Yeah, so I didn't really anticipate the Nami being there. That made sense. I shouldn't have reset there. I should have reset top side. I'm just going to take the base, because otherwise I lose a lot of lane control. If I take that wave, yes, I get the wave, but I'm still kind of stuck in lane, right? If Jarvan was a really good boy, he would have held the wave for me. He's not. Jungle gap. Now, I'd love to play Drake, but since I don't have R, I'm not that strong of a skirmisher at the moment, right? We're really bound to our ult. So what we're going to do is we're going to just walk into bot side. Okay, my team's not ready. I'm going to get a little bit of vision, so I don't get like surprise ganked again. I got no flash right now, no R, so I'm quite vulnerable. I got to make sure that we play around my next ult here again. Very good. We're level 9 now, which is a nice spike. We spot Diana and base. This is good. And starting from this position, you know, Aurora can do a lot of things. But in Cobel, the agency is a little bit on her side. So I'm always a little bit careful with Mel. Tries to dodge my spells. This was really good, because I had the boys around. And you see that you gotta play that mind game with Mel whenever she has this W up. Because if she reflects my Q, I deal 0 damage. Like, it's actually bad. How little damage you do. And at level 9, the wave clear breakpoint. I mean, you can start wave clearing at level 7 already. At level 7, you kind of like to swap it around. You like to do QEQ. But at level 9 onwards, your QE will actually one-shot caster minions. So you kind of want to do QQE. This is legal. It is legal. I think my jargon was a little slow there. Okay. We're gonna look to reset real soon because I got my item spike. And I'm just looking at what my jungle's doing and see if I can complement him. Q, Q, E. Bam. Let's just take the base. She might be looking to cancel my base. She does not because she's occupied with the minions. It gives me a really nice reset. Beautiful. I'm not porting because there's nothing to port for right now, right? I could port top, dive Mundo, but I think he's already dead with these two guys. Yep, correct. So good I don't TP there. And the game is looking to be quite solid here. We're gonna look to push this wave. See if we can stop this Nami here. Oh my god, my Q went to Narnia. It's tragic. If I land my Q, she's dead there. I don't know, my Q went to Narnia, so... My bad. So the way you want to use your Q like that, right, is you want to use your ult as a bit of a slow to set up your Q. I should have held it probably a little bit longer. We do a lot of damage if we land our spells. A nice little trick is that you sometimes don't have to insta-recast Q, right? Your Q deals more damage based on enemy missing HP. So especially with Leonris, you can just let it sit for a while. I'm going to push one more wave. I'm going to get my boots. And then we can potentially reset for Dragon. I want to reset before her. Should have let my Q sit a little bit longer. You see that I didn't get those last two creeps. Now we can play Drake. I can even TP there. I don't have ult though. So we're just gonna walk. We're not gonna use TP. There's no play right now. Just play around Drake. If we fight right now, the enemies are gonna be back up in time for Dragon. And a lot of players would actually take this TP play. It's fightable if you have ult. But you gotta keep in mind that you lose Drake afterwards. It's pretty important we get those dragons. That's gonna accelerate the game state. Otherwise, we're gonna be fucking forever in this game versus wave clear, smaller, and Mel. Now, Mel actually is not reset. And my team is currently invading. So, I'm happy with this invade, right? I can just move. He still didn't reset. And this means that the dragon will just be incredibly free. She is feeding, by the way. Start Drake. She didn't reset still. We can take everything here. As long as Ezreal doesn't die on bot. Get a nice little plate. I really want to start the Drake because Rift Herald's also coming up. And we're just kind of in sync with what our team's doing. This might be a dive. I didn't properly get our information. Maybe it was a dive, but my camera panning was a bit shit. And now we can just play for Rift afterwards as well. I'm gonna look to see if we can swap up lanes. It would be really good if my Ezreal actually goes mid. We're gonna send Ezreal mid, and then I can go bot with TP. And then we're gonna be able to play Rift. So see what I did here, guys? We swap up the lane assignments, and then because I actually go bot lane, if a play happens and I've got TP up, I can always join in on the fight. So this Rift Herald play is always winning for us right now, because I'm playing against a Smolder without TP, and I've got TP on the side. So we're just moving in here. I want to get lane prior, right? Because like I said, I might need to port. Look at this. Oh my god. It's the angle. Insane angle. And we insta reset and move up to catch the wave again. And this is all pre-planned, right? You see how it works out? You just pre-plan your play by swapping up the lane assignments. And this is the shove move that you love as Aurora, right? We love killing people when they're overextended. Whenever we have ulted, we're ready to play. This was amazing. Now, a key thing you can do is you can catch people off guard with the Fog of War. As you can see here, there's the Smolder. I got myself a nice little hit. It's a lot of damage. Now, if he decides to stay, I will eat this guy alive. Just gotta make sure I land my Q. Which can sometimes be harder than you think, by the way. There we cancel this base, which really delays his tempo. Not too bad. Might be dead. Shit warding by me. So I got really greedy. What I wanted to do is I wanted to ward this. But I had full information that Diana was bot side because we have full information at top side. That's just me being a very greedy guy. That's my bad. Good play by the enemies here. Good play by the enemies. Now regardless, right? What we're gonna do in these situations where we're dead, we're gonna ask ourselves a question, what the next neutral objective is. Because we really like to fight around these neutrals and then turn those fights into these neutral objectives, which is gonna accelerate the game state, of course. Now, in this case, we have both Rift and Dragon alive. So it would be great if the boys start the Rift Herald right now. I can go bot, and then I'm now on the strong side of the map, since I have no TP, for the Dragon that's coming up afterwards. While Fiora is going to be on the weak side of the map with TP up, which is good for us. Now, I got no vision right now, so I gotta be a little bit careful. Try to get a bit of vision. I got ult now, so I can actually get myself out if necessary. Yeah, I really don't want to use your ult like that, because you want to use it around the neutrals. Diana shows top. Pretty hard for me to beat this Mel straight on. I'll double check there's no wards in there. Because of her W mainly, right? Good trade, she used her W. We're just kind of playing a mind game. We can dive her. But it's risky. And I don't have R for Drake Dance, so I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. The team is fighting there. I want them to play around Drake. Could have done a little bit of a better job pinging Drake a bit more. Hard push this wave here. Get a bit of deep vision. This ward is completely overpowered. I got a lot of money. It would be nice if I could get a reset off beforehand. Team. We used our ult to get out. Trade ult for ult. Not ideal. Not ideal. Thought my team would be joining in here. He made smaller go greedy. Damn, Mel W blocked my Q. That stinks. If my Q would have went off, Nami would have died, Mel would have died. Good Sona ults, man. We can now just port bot, I think. Do we port mid? Yeah, we port bot. Keep up the tempo. We can now play Drake, and I can potentially pressure bot. I don't want to let this wave state go to waste. And then we can always swap up lanes for Nash afterwards. This also gives you my item spike. Now I go top and we send Fiora bot. And then we play around Baron. I'm gonna get a control ward. This is also the time where we go sweeper. We're not gonna really be able to break through side because Mel kind of denies me with the W guy. The agency is in her court. I got no TP, so I really want to be on the strong side. I do beat Mundo as well. Did miss my Q. Q miss was pretty terrible. The reason I beat him is because he's got only armor, right? And I got a lot of magic pen. He's got 0 MR. Very nice, we nuked the wave. I don't know what the Diana is, so I'm a bit scared continuously pushing. It also delays my tempo a little bit. I really want to play around this Baron. This Baron is a big deal. Looks like we're starting it. Risky. Let's see if it works. Maybe the enemies don't recognize it. Nah, they might not recognize. I'm gonna play area defense here. I'm gonna play area control. Gonna prevent them from entering. They probably sniff something's up right now. Yep. Good stuff. There goes your shield. Fine. Team wasn't able to follow up. Probably shouldn't have built there. I really want more money for my item. I'm just gonna go bot. Bot's my lane as well, right? I'm just gonna stay. Resetting made no sense there because I didn't have item. I need needlessly. I'm solo AP, so Rabadon's is good. I'd love to push one more wave. I think we have enough info to do so. He's got no R. Wait, it's 2 people both. My move speed on W just allows me to get out. This guy has no ult. Should be dead here. With E. I deal so much damage. He simply has no... Gotta make sure to stay outside the range. Then I'm good. Nice. He's still got no MR, right? He's trying to match me with only HP. But Aurora's really good for his HP stackers because I run Lissandra in this case and the passive. I gotta make sure I don't get killed by Diana. He's hiding in that bush. He's a beast. Okay, we're gonna be able to get a lot of money. And then we want to play Drake. Since no one's responding, we have information over everyone. I'm gonna stay. Because I can just pressure. I got TP up anyway to always fix my tempo if I get into a spot where I need to be playing fast. We just get the full turret here. I'll take blue and reset. And we should play Drake. I don't think I have the TP yet. Spot Diana on top. I could port mid, but I'm just gonna keep it up. I'm just gonna walk mid. I can probably catch him. We call Aurora the mid-wave murderer, right? That's why. We start in Fork with our W, and then we get nice picks like those. You're gonna see a lot more of these in other games in the guide. You'll see a lot of these picks. Okay. Now what's next after Drake? We can play Baron again. We've got all the tier 2s. So this next Baron is really going to be the breakthrough objective for us. That's the objective that we need to like really break through the base. Prevent them from scaling. I got Robert on soon. Push our top as deep as possible. We're not porting there. We have no ult. Jungle's on the other side. No reason to TP there. Back to base. You can just base and now catch bot. Just fine. And it doesn't really matter if Fiora died anyway. We just need them to be a bit careful here. The worst thing that can happen to us right now is chain deaths, where everyone's dying one by one. They could be trapping me here, that they didn't actually reset. Low likelihood, their threat is pretty low, and I can just get out with flash and R. That would be killing their tempo. We're gonna push bot as deep as possible. And then we're gonna look to play on this Baron. Then make sure I don't get collapsed upon here. They might have a ward in there. Okay, we trade R for R. That was more than a ward. I'll go top. And we're just gonna set up for Baron now. I tried to push out bot deep. That was like the plan. Was a bit greedy maybe. Diana is finding some creative angles. We need Fiora to push bot. She's going to be on the weak side of the map when we play around this Baron. Our Leandri sticks constantly on this guy, right? He's level 60 now. He's a bit of a freak. He's very strong, actually. Ezreal's smurfing a little bit. We're gonna help him. He is kind of gapping him. And now keep pushing. There might be someone in here. Yep. That's game sense. I knew that Diana was there because of the way that she pathed it. At least it wasn't knowing, it was just there's a likelihood she's there. We can just end of this. Thought he would dodge to the side. We can just end it off here. Let's see how much damage this deals. 500 damage, that's kind of crazy. And he's got that mark too. Yeah, it's a really classic Aurora game, guys. This is how you win games on Aurora, start to finish. The goal of Aurora in the early lane is to try to get lane control using our strong trading. Because our Q is absolute bullshit. If we land our Q, we deal an insane amount of damage. And when playing with the likes of Lissandra, we especially want to see if we can stand outside of the wave, bait out our Q, and that's going to give us an opportunity to then walk close and land the Q ourselves. Her Q cooldown is a little bit shorter than ours. Okay, that's good. We can now take up space in the lane. Well, jungle gap. Extend the trade. Very good. That was really worth. If I can get passive procs up, I'm generally winning. She's got Q. Nice, baited out her Q there. Attack the melee to get level 2. Stand barely outside of the wave to dodge out their, bait out their spell. Just an E there to dodge out on her Q, which she was going to throw. I saw it in her movement because she was clicking forward. Attack her on this minion. Get her flash there. I'm gonna like bait her in onto a minion. Get her like that. Perfect. Yeah, this was the perfect early lane, huh? Really, really, really good laning here. Clear it just on time. So that the minion wave crashes and I insta base before she can come back and cancel me. This is the best reset I could get. Instantly get this. Now we're gonna run straight back to mid. And I think I'm gonna opt in for Leandris this game. Oh, my team is fucking flaming again, dude. I don't know what's happening, but my team is not happy today. Double passive proc there, which is good. Win the trade. Stand outside of the wave, so she can't high value wave. Clear it, deny her that creep. Attack her on this one, but force her to use Q. Now she doesn't have Q for the next minions. We can just deny her more creeps here in this wave state. Perfect. We used our Q at the time when Heka bumped her. This allowed us to get the guaranteed CC. Or the guaranteed Q spell. It's always very important that you're aware of how to use your skill shots. Get the creeps, insta reset. The reason we reset is because we want to match her strength. I'm kind of looking to constantly stat check her through my resets. And I'm going to opt in for Dark Seal right now. It's a bit of an ugly base actually. My gold value was really ugly. I was hoping to get a bit more. I want to get the hunting guys real soon. I want to get Mercs. This is a must Mercs game because they got 1, 2, 3, 4 AP. So the Mercs value is too high. And then with Leandris as well, I can eventually side lane. Drag the Q back through the minions. Shouldn't have walked back, that's fine. I'm gonna pop a pot, I'm way stronger than her. Trading is good for me. I'm gonna hold that minion outside of on my side, so the minion wave slightly stacks up close to my side. This allows us to now move deep in the lane and pressure off the creeps. If she walks close, she's gonna get blasted. Standing outside of the wave again. Just landing an E to proc my mana flow band there. Okay, she read my movement, well played to her. Standing outside of the wave again. Contesting on that creep. Unfortunately missed my own as well. Standing outside of the wave, dodging out on the spell. Great trade. My ignite didn't go off. Echo shows bot, so I can just deny her these creeps with this. Using your first ult on the enemy champion is usually quite good, because you get it up before grubbies. I can now just very aggressively reset here. If she contests the wave, I can instantly contest her. Otherwise, I just get the free reset off. Now I need to make a evaluation. Is Mercs worth more or the Haunting Guys? And I think that because I get Flash Up real soon, I'm going to go for the Haunting Guys. If I do not get Flash Up real soon, I think Mercs is better. Now we got to be a little bit careful around... Don't play. Don't play. No R. No R means no fighting here. I don't want to fight yet. No R. I'm not even going to fight for... like, use all my spells on these minions. I'm gonna just drag the wave a little bit more here. Ward top side. Because that's where we're gonna play. We can't play bot side because I just used our mid Giga minion block there. Shouldn't have ignited. It's fine though. Oh, she stays. I thought she would maybe ult. I'm gonna look to hard push this wave. That way I can help my Hecarim. Looks like he needs the help. Perfect timing of the Q. Great skirmishing. Missed the E, unfortunately, but it's fine. Wave's pushing towards me, so I can instantly just press the reset button. I don't need to clear this minion wave first. Now, I think this is a good time to just get Mercs, because the value is too high. And I'm going to combine that with Control Ward, so I can now look to play around the grubbies. These grubbies are ours, because I have my ult up. Aurora is a champion that wants to skirmish with her ult. And since my ult's currently up, I'm really happy playing there. Move to the side. Q the minions to thin it out a little bit. W to the side. Just take a good trade. I don't have to ult her and kill her here, because I'm so far ahead already. I don't really care too much about her anymore. I care more about expanding my lead. Through like the map, if possible. So I'm going to look to push this, hit a plate, and now move bolt to catch the wave, maybe? Grubbies is secure already. Ward that. Nah, they're gone. That's okay. Reason I ward bot side is because top play is over already. We can now play into bot side. Since she might be resetting, I'm going to slow push this wave. Slightly drag minions up here. So they attack this first melee creep. That way the wave dies a little bit faster. I'm way stronger than the Lissandra, so my minions are a little bit stronger than hers. That way I gotta manage the wave in such a way that she loses as many creeps as possible. Then I can stand past the wave, and if she tries to take up space, that's when I actually can hit her. We're not overcommitting, because my team is currently on downtime, and I got very limited vision. Standing outside the wave, so she can't hit me with the AoE Q. And we're just denying her these last hits one by one. Yep. See that aggressive posturing denied her the creep. She was getting overwhelmed. She didn't know if she had to hit me or the minion there. Making her sweat for the creeps. But I'm not using my spells. I've got Merc, so I'm safe here. I feel comfortable doing so. Now my hacker is done clearing. So I'm gonna move into bot side with hacker. Oh fuck, he still got a blue buff. Damn, I thought it was done. Yeah, I didn't properly get our info there. I think it's free. Yep. My QE was dog shit. I think she still got ult. How about we don't do that? Don't do it. I'm too free for the echo. 1E kills me. Okay, that worked out. How about we heal? Damn, that's a lot of money for the Jhin. Okay, I played it fine. Not extremely well. Fine. That's the right way of putting it. Okay, we're gonna play Drake. I don't have R, so we gotta play it ideally a little bit slow. I'm pretty hard to kill with this build. Leandris makes me quite tanky. The Mercury Threat is really good. Second item, I'm probably gonna go... That's some sick movement by the Jhin. Oh, she just used her E. I'm just gonna hard push then play Drake. She can't really gank top. Yep, just move bot. My first Q was so bad. Oh, we should always kill the Echo there. I fucked up that fight. Not that good fighting there. Pretty big deal, dude. Those fights, it's important that you execute well on them as Aurora. It's your identity. It's pretty hard for Lissandra to get in this good position in the lane right now. So I can just use the 3 Gribbers that we got. Push deep. We're gonna basically stand very deep. Kill these creeps as early as possible. We're not going to use an E for that, just 2 Qs. Very nice. We can either decide to reset or move bot now. Well, we're going to stay in lane and see if we can chunk Liss. Ah, she spotted me last second. It's a chaotic game. It should be playable, man. Should be playable. That was terrible by bot lane. It's like the worst way you could play it possible. Okay, we're just gonna push mid, force Lissandra to respond. chaotic situation. Let's reset. We've got our roll. This is spawning soon. So we gotta keep that in mind. Is this guy killable? Yeah, he is killable actually. Nice kill. Move mid. He tried to use that one place where you don't have vision. A little bit of a flop by him. Can I use this? I think I can. My bad. Not worth it, probably. I'm a little bit greedy sometimes. Let's get the red buff. Ah, she's 0-4. Probably was never worth it. It was a nice try, though. I should have probably ulted earlier as well. Because if I ult earlier, she has less time to use her E fully. Otherwise, she's going to get hit and slowed. So I think that's a slight misexecution. Get a bit of vision into bot side here. Ignore the list right now and move into bot. She's dead. You okay, fucking support me, mate? Thank you. We can send Zaya at the top. Even killed the Zac, that's quite good. I don't want to reset just yet. Two flashes for one. We take those. She's dead now. I need to push that. I can take the rest. I just want to reset on my item spike. Okay, let's play Drake now. Very good. Interesting driving. I think she killed herself with that driving. That was pretty bad. We'll swap the sweeper soon. Where's my electrocute, by the way? Just did proc. They must have vision here. The way they stand, they have vision. Yeah, they do. Go share HP bar, buddy. Try again next time. I think I reactivated my Q too early. Okay, good fog of war usage there. So I used my R there to get the slow onto the Jhin. And because I got the slow with my R, he was actually really easy to kill. And that slow allows you to get the Q, right? If you don't let the Q, you don't get the kill, guys. It's all about landing that Q. And I did a lot better job there with delaying my Q turn back, which allowed me to actually get a good play going. He might come top. If Jhin comes top, I stop the siege. But since they need to respond to bot, I can probably just get a little bit of free money here on top side. Missed the cannon. And I missed my jump. Please don't tell me this is my cancel. Thank the Lord. Alright, let's get sweeper now. And looks like we secured Drake. So afterwards we're going to play the Baron. And because of the reason I can move through mid into top side. I want to control the strong side of the map. That's where I want to play. And I want to just look for skirmishes with my ult. Probably got no vision here because they're wearing bot side, but you never know. We're not going to go for Jhin because I got no R. And I don't know if he got flash. If he has flash up and he flashes my Q, I just get 1v1, by the way. Okay, Baron's pretty free because we have to pick on Echo. They're collapsing on bot, so I can just push top. And after this wave, I'm actually going to reset. You can't siege without Fiora. I'm just gonna go bot. Did she like hit me or something? Where's my home guard? We can't siege because if Zac TPs, we might take a 5v4 fight and we throw the game like that. We skill completely fine. I literally have no home guard. Because she hit me or something. Missed another cannon. We're now playing on Fiora's tempo, which is good. A little bit desynced with the boys. I'm going to keep pushing bot. I'm not there. Not a big fan. I just simply can't move. I'm too late. I'm just going to keep pushing bot. If my team wins, they win. If they lose, they lose. See how easy it is for the enemies to flash your spells? Very easy. So you gotta always be careful of flash cooldowns when you play Aurora. Get bot in hip, get mid in hip. Let's go top now. Boink. Oh, what's up, bitch? I think she dies. Gotta be careful of Jhin W. We timed it with an auto attack. Dodge to the side. He's not throwing anything. Okay, good enough. So we timed our Q while he was hitting his fourth shot, and that's why we landed it. If he has flash, he can then always dodge it, right? Or he can sidestep it. So I'm also always really intentional about these skirmishes when you exactly throw out your spells. You time it at specific times with CC, in their auto-attack animation, next to walls. Those are things to look out for. Make it hard for them to dodge your spells. Saw the Lissandra E into insta one shot. And 50 gold! Perfection! Come on. Hey, GG's. What a great game, by the way. Fantastic, fantastic game. This was A to Z, perfect Aurora gameplay. Alright, what's up everybody? In this game we're going to be playing up Aurora versus Katarina. Had to fix our mic for a second there. And the first thing you always do whenever you play versus Katarina is you check her starting items and her summoners to understand how she's going to be playing the lane. This guy took D-shield, so he's a little bit of a bitch. And we're going to try to time our Qs onto her last hits. Now that's, of course, quite unique on a champion like Kata. We're going to just out-attack her, just like that. Get the electrocute proc. And the trick versus that champion is to consistently play in burst fashion trades. I'm gonna slow push waves into her. We're a little bit late to lane because I know I was sleeping. Can't be sleeping like me. And this game is especially, I'm gonna teach you guys how to just consistently win games on Aurora. Not gonna do much crazy limit testing. We're just gonna look to trade onto this Kata smart. Play around your passive. That's the key. We did a really good job there. Since she took Ignite, I'm going to pot up quite early. Make sure she does not find all-in windows versus me. She's dropping a lot of creeps, which is like the goal, right? My goal is to just deny her as many creeps as possible. Should always land that. I should even hold it longer if necessary, but I cannot miss it like that. She's gonna Q this. Nice try. Gotta be a bit careful that she doesn't jump here. She, of course, is still running Ignite. We're in a good spot. She has no TP. Nice QE. This is going to force her to reset because one more Q basically kills her. So we're in a really good spot here where we can just nuke this wave, which is the final non-cannon wave. This is wave 5. I love nuking wave 5 into a little bit of a reset. Very nice. So decent early lane. Decent. We missed a few Qs, but it's okay. There's no contest on Scuttle as well, which is good for us. I'm going to get Dark Shield. I think Dark Shield is better into melee champions because you get the HP. And the HP allows you to prevent potential all-wins from her, right? It looks like my bot lane is gapping the enemy bot. It looks like my Shyvana just ruined my wave state. No, it's fine. The wave state is still fine. That's a great hit. A lot of damage. What we can do is we can now just freeze a little bit with these minions. I think Malphite is not ganking, but to make sure that we side our lean on. Since we have 2 wards anyway, we can just use one. We're not using our Q in this matchup too fast, because she might just jump over it and then we're in a lot of trouble. Katarina, whenever she jumps, she has a small cooldown after her initial jump. So that's the timing that we generally want to use our Q. Or, of course, if she doesn't have the ability to jump onto us. Great Q there. She does some nice little wiggles. She tries to dodge out of my spells. Oh my god, I misclicked. No! What? I misclicked my W for my E, dude. My E for my W. Oh my god, I look like such a fool right now. You know what it is, guys? Mistakes happen to the best of us. Even I make mistakes, you know? I don't even know how that happened, because I'm just dizzy. Damn, I'm always out there too. Okay. We need to cancel our base. Cancel their base. She's now stuck in lane. We need to cancel her base again. She can actually just reset right now. Gonna hard push the wave and get a plate. It's fine. Yep, nice little plate in the pocket. This next wave will now very slowly be pushing towards me. Because of the way it stacks up close towards her side here. Very nice. Her Q also auto pushes it. She might just take this jump. I wasn't in range properly. Oh, stop bitch. Any fights happening? After all, I shouldn't have taken that because the enemy bard is there. That's on me. Ball is winning. We'll hard nuke the next wave into a reset. The enemies are rather squishy. So this is a game where I think that Storm Surge is pretty good. I'm not sure what this guy's cooking up. I'm gonna reset. We're up in CS quite heavily. Sides are winning. I love winning sides. Should pink that off, that's my bad. I thought that wouldn't be so stupid to take that fight, but that's on me, actually. That's 100% on me. I should 100% ping that off. My bad. Okay. Yeah, that makes Kata pretty fucking fat, does it not? And Gold Twist got out there. We're gonna hard push this wave and try to get another plate. Should do a little bit better job communicating. And identifying which fights I do and don't want to take. That's kind of the entire premise of this champion, by the way. That's what this champion is really good at, dictating fights. Now let's fight around the grubbies here. Very nice. In for Electro. Got her ignite. She's strong as fuck, dude. Unbelievable strong. I think she can 100 to 0 me in the tower. So I'm gonna fake reset here. Force her to use her cooldowns and hard push. This now allows me to do the exact same thing here. And this is good for me because I can just reset right now. If she slow plays that wave, I'm in a lot more trouble. So this was quite good on the reset here. No. Let's ping her this time. These fucking junglers, dude. Always these junglers. They see something in front of their eyes and they just gotta go. Maybe I can cancel a reset. If not, I can hit the wave. I'm gonna get these minions with this Q that's returning. Yep. Sped up my wave clear. Because we got 3 Grubbies, I get another plate. Yeah, so I'm kind of farming these plates now, which is so good because it helps with my quest progression quite fast. A bit of bot side fishing. Malphite is now level 6, so you gotta be a little bit careful of that. She spotted me. All good. I gotta defend this bot lane roam. Damn, dude, she's so fucking strong. At least I defended the bot worm. Run for your life, Trist. TP mid. Hard push this wave. Maybe I can hit plates again with my grubbies. Top is winning hard. Dragon's coming up with a bit. We definitely want to fight for Drake. Leading bot side because I got vision there. Big chunk. It gives me full lane control. Okay, we got Malphite around. And Bard. Baiting out their time as much as possible. Kata is still stuck in the lane here with low HP. Look at that. I baited out that time. Look what happened on the bot side of the map. So very nice. We got another plate. We can push this one. We're doing the Q into E rotation, QQE. And maybe we can make a play on bot here. Trist is strong as fuck. I think we can literally dive with Shyvana. It's too risky. Don't do it. Play Drake. Yeah, make sure they don't get collapsed upon by Kata. I don't have vision on her. She's back mid. I'm gonna take a reset so I'm as strong as possible for Drake fight. Because Storm Surge is a pretty big spike. Not only Storm Surge, but also an extra End Dome. So I get so much extra damage. I'm picking them off. We really need them to be careful. And so we can play Dragon. If they die right now, it's bad. They might be on Drake already. Immediately roaming down. Should not be legal. Keeping our W. For now. Yeah, really good play. Was gorgeous. Really good read of the map. Great reset. Very nice. Top's also Giga stomping. It is pretty crazy what's happening on top lane. That's the interaction I was talking about. If I use it immediately, my Q from Fork, I think it's harder for the jump. But possible, but harder. Hard push the wave like that. Now we send. Gotta get this guy into mid. We need to swap up the lanes here. Because Riftveld's the next neutral rat. Bit deep. It's a hook. Could be winning. We'll play this rather slow. Great. Okay, I think it was fine. I should have maybe invested my E earlier onto the Bard, so I didn't have to invest Flash. But the skirmishing was okay there. The only reason I took that fight is because the angle was really good, and Caitlyn was still responding to bot, right? And we're so much stronger on bot side. Normally, you don't like to fight without ult, but this was a little bit of an exception. Now get the Rift. Very nice. Very nice. We'll stay in yellow ward because I'm pretty sure I can break through side right now. So it's easy for me to just stay inside and push there. I'm fine going bot. I don't want to fight that's too deep. Shyvana's on Rift. I'm just going to go bot here. Keep pushing bot deep. Not bad. Yellow ward this. Look at the vision I get, man. That's so overpowered. That ward is crazy good. Since no one's responding to me, right? I'm just going to keep pushing bot until they do. I'm not porting top. I want them to respond to me on bot. I don't care about top. I'm going to keep hitting. We got 3 gups, so it's definitely speeding up the process a little bit. Just slightly. It's like 3 auto attacks sped up. It's not too much. I would love to hit another. I'm so close to my item. One more wave, then we play Drake. Maybe a little bit careful of Malphite here. Do have ult, so I'm kind of always safe. So now I have my item. Just reset. I'll play Drake. I'm gonna TP mid. My team is making a play. Since we got the tier 2s already, I'm swapping to Sweeper now. I should have used my Q when she was knocked up by the trash. Small missed opportunity. If I land my Q there, it's always a kill. So yeah, small misplay here by me. Instead of ulting, yeah, I should have used started with Q. Let's see, I should be able to get this wave here. Nice. Take a small little reset. And then open up through mid so we can play Drake. After Drake we have to play Baron, right? Because we got all tier 2s already. And you don't really want to be sieging tier 3s without Baron. It's kind of risky, especially with the enemies I've got a decent amount of hard engage with Bard and Malphite. Okay, sweep a bit here. I'm gonna play the top side with my Mordekaiser. I might be on vision because that Fey light is annoying. Good for a war. Like you can see, it's like so fucking hard for us to progress here, right? We really need Baron. Without Baron, can't really do much. So just ping Baron, we progress through there. I'll give the farm to Trist. Maybe we can progress here, but it's pretty hard. They're collapsing on Mort, which is good, because he's uncollapsible, literally. I'm not gonna dive. I don't want to take any risks. The urge is so high to just flash Q here, but it's just a risk involved. Whenever you're this far ahead, you shouldn't take these risks. For the war. Okay, that was pretty good fighting. Mechanical execution was good there. Malphite's no ult, he just flash ulted Trist. Let's get that. Now we get Baron and we just end the game. That's such an interesting Shyvana build. I've seen multiple people go this build, but I guess it works, but it just looks so fucking ugly. It just looks so ugly. We need to push ball. I'm sleeping. Actually, do we need to push ball? No, I'm just gonna go mid. Bot's too slow. I'm sleeping. My bad. Oh, if that lands, game's over. Imagine if I had my combo now. Okay, GG's. So pretty good translation of lead here in this Aurora game. Not bad. Aurora versus Asol. We're gonna look to heavy trade onto Asol. We stand close, that's when we queue. Extend the trade, get my passive procs in. I'm in a really strong position right now. He started E like a fool. If he would have started Q, I also win. Because I'm happy heavy trading, right? I want a heavy trade. He does not want a heavy trade. We might have denied him XP. I have bone plating already. My bad. I should have waited with my Q return. That way I get more value out of it. Damn, his bone plating had insane value there. I'm going to reach level 3 here. Nice trade. Normally I actually take Q level 3. But because in this case he was disrespecting, I saw an angle. What we're going to do is we're just going to step up and start with Q. Okay, great dive. Very, very good lane. Really aggressive. And since Sol doesn't have any skill shots, we're not going to go boots. Because I don't need to dodge anything from him. I'm just going to go raw damage. Okay. We still got flash. I can't remember if he flashed or not. I don't think he flashed. I think he just died. He just died for sure. He's got bone plating probably back up again. Yep, so we're going to need to proc that off. Just like that. Great trade. Bot is struggling. Makes sense. That matchup looks brutal. We don't know really where the Viego is. We're a little bit careful here. That's of course a really good trade for me. Pretty sure that Viego's hovering. Alright then. Sol does not know what to do with the pressure. It's base. I was debating hitting turret, but it's going to stall my tempo and he might cancel my reset then. And that's something we want to prevent. So we're just going to reset on this, get this. And we're getting a lot of AP right now. I think this is a game that... Oh, I want to get Storm Surge, but it's not good. I think this is Leandri's game. I need Leandri's this game. Otherwise, we're never going to get through the Cassante. And it's going to be hard for me to one-shot them as well. We have multiple AP sources, right? Or not? Is this a Storm Surge game? I don't know if Shyvana's AP or AD nowadays. Proc of bone plating. I want him to step up and farm. If he tries to farm, it's when I trade onto him. The power of mid prio. We had good information on what my jungle was doing. So we were able to get a nice little play. I get a vision on me. An extra passive proc out there. Can she not get Drake? That stinks a bit. Yo, how annoying is that this vision thing is on me, by the way? I have to take a reset. Let's just reset. I'm gonna go Storm Surge. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go Storm Surge. I think my my boys will be able to deal with the Cassante. Gonna gamble on it. This is so annoying. Why is this a thing? That's bad. He just got annihilated too. See if I can cancel his base. It's hard push mid. There's a play happening on bot currently. He's dead. Right? He's dead. What I'm wondering is if they can actually see me or not. Nah, they can't. Gotta lean top side. I'm gonna deny him creeps. He got the cannon, but he lost his HP. That's the main thing that you want to do when you play Aurora, right? If you just randomly walk up, it's real easy for the enemies to just prevent you from hitting them, and they can just dodge it so easily. But if you walk up when creeps are dying, that's when you can actually deal some mean damage, because they're forced to step up back into you. Now I need 1300 for my item. That means that I want to stall it a little bit longer. What are we doing? What did my Shyvana just do? Kraken Slayer Shyvana just did that, by the way. Why do I have a Kraken Slayer Shyvana to begin with? Fuck. Maybe I should start banning Shyvana, because my teammates have been fucking useless on this champion. Anyways, right? We got our Storm Surge, we're really strong right now. Acel's got no flash. We want to look to see if we can play for the next dragon. Hard for me to chase there. I got R in 20. So you're up in the top side. Can't contest. Okay, let's hard push mid and then see if we can make a play. Oh my god, my sides are not in a good position. Neither is my jungle. What do we do about that shit, by the way? I think I'm just gonna hard push mid and move bot. Let's move top, actually. I want to do something on the map right now. Nice job. Good move. That was nice. Let's hope Smaller lives. Smaller has R, he should be fine. Now let's see if we can play Drake. I'd love to like be able to play Drake. I'm gonna push one more wave, reset on my item, and then play Dragon. I'm strong as fuck now. He's got Sweeper. Ooh, ooh, ooh! What's going on bot? Oh no! Damn, this Shyvana is so fucking useless, by the way. Damn, my entire team just died. That's bad. We need to swap up lanes eventually. Get my Smaller to mid. Damn, he is feeding. I don't think we can do this, by the way. Impossible. Maybe if I insta-moved it was playable, but I want to get this guy shut down. 7, 6, 5, 4. He has got ult again. Oh my god. Too ambitious. Well, do they actually have vision on me or not? Or is this just a visual bug? Because he fucking nailed that reset, by the way. That guy's a problem. I don't even beat him, I think. It's 2 full items. Maybe it was just a great reset by him, dude. I think he just nailed the reset. Probably well played. He does have TP. I can't take another wave. Diego might be around. Diego's potentially there. That's good. If we play with me, we can win this. I like how Shen ulted there. Good channel. I didn't have to use anything there. Damn. Missed another cannon. This champ is the CEO of missing cannons, actually. I've got an empowered reset, so I'm able to stay a little bit longer here. We have Sona ult up. Let's deploy here. Can we ult? We dodged out on the Varus R. That was good. Great deployment into mid. This is what we like to call Aurora the mid-wave murderer, because of that exact reason. Nice. That's big. That gives me a lot of money to get back into the game. We got his flash too. Getting his flash is huge. It's gonna allow me to now pressure him some more. Need 2100 for my item. So one more wave should do the job. We might lose Drake. Stir Drake. It's fine. Got bot wave pushed out. I'm gonna get mid wave. And next neutral is gonna be Baron. So I'm gonna deploy into top. Do I beat him? I don't know if Lissandra is. Push out one top wave, then move mid again. There's just no pressure, man. This guy is so fucking useless. This Shyvana. That's actually unbelievable. We have Shen. I think that might be a Viego in the bush. See if I can play here. Can maybe push mid here and get a plate. Maybe, if I'm very lucky. Varus has got no flash. Varus got no flash. Good pick. Can't allow her to get vision like last time. Shen has no R. Kind of waiting for the R. It's fine. Xante TP'd. Okay, Shyvana coming in clutch with the flank. Where's your damage? You got 2 items. That's a tank, dude. That's a champion right there. See that Cassandra champion, boys? That's a champion. Okay, not too bad. We need to play Drake, though. If we don't play Drake, we lose the game. Please don't tell me he dies. I need to be as strong as possible. Okay. Nami flash, Varus R. Should be ours. I'm just zoning them off here. Great play. Just turn the Baron. No reason to go deep and give a potential reset to Viego. Start it up. Bro, get the fuck out! Let them walk in! Holy moly, Sona almost ruined it, dude. She was literally standing in their face, giving away my position. Alright, thank God. Nice job. I need this. I'm gonna go for crypt because I need a little bit of haste. And I'm gonna deploy through mid. I think Varus maybe flashed. I didn't fully see it. Where are we going? Just ignore bot, mate. Where are we going? Push the wave. We need control here. Where is my Shyvana going as well? Dodged out the Varus R. It's big. No Varus R is really big. I can heal up. We got walking next to Sona. Maybe I should go bolt. Oh my god, I almost inted there. I didn't reactivate my ult. I got the Varus though. Oh. Just stand next to Sona and then we're fine. Okay. We need to play Drake. We can't lose Drake. That's a loose con right there. I really want to hit this. Tap it once. It's a lot of money. Quick reset. Very nice. Okay, we can deploy through mid again. We can look for a pick on Varus if he steps up for the wave. Look at him. I showed. I missed my Q, I'm an inter. I inted, my bad. Oh, that's so bad. I may have trolled the game. I think I trolled the game. Yeah, this was so unnecessary. Okay, so what I needed to do is the exact same position right there with top side. Where instead of me going deep on them, I should actually let them come more towards us. So I completely rushed the play, and because of that reason, we now lose Sol. That's on me. That's totally on me. I missed two of my spells, right? I missed my E and I missed my Q. So because I missed both, I don't get my W reset and the play's fucked. I could even just play for the chunk, but I really want to get value out of my R, but that's just a misplay. Overplay. Classic example I see a lot with a lot of Aurora players in my coaching sessions as well. It's so easy to overplay on this champion. Now what we're going to do is we're going to actually send Shen the bot. I'm going to go top because next objective is Baron. Game's not lost, but it's a lot harder right now to break through Cassandra especially. We need anti-heal. Shen, smart buy. We shot one more on top. I didn't see how they got there. How did they ever get in that bush? Is that winning? Yeah, that looks good. Damn, I didn't see them getting in there, dude. That's on me again. Two pretty big mistakes. If I knew they were there, I would have comboed completely differently, right? I would use ult sooner. And I think it would all be fine. That can't end for sure, because I'm up in 15, and I'm still really strong. And Varus is dead, which is like kind of the biggest problem. But they're going to be able to take Baron. But Asol's kind of scaling now too, right? Fight him. Holy shit, it's large. We need to catch this fish. This fish is free kill. We're dead as fuck. Yeah, we just got... I just made a few misplays at the end, man. That's on me. I threw the game on Sol. That's on me. That is totally my bad. This game was 100% on me. I was too rushed with my play here. I should just let them come in, sit on an angle like I did in this bush right here with the Baron, and then everything would have been fine. That's okay. Hey, you live and you learn. Sometimes you lose, guys, and you learn from the games, and that's totally fine. The good thing is that I lost the game. So if you solo lose the game, those are the best situations that you can have. Because you learn the most from them. This was fully in your control. And when you lose games like these, that's when you learn the most of it. So this was a great game. Alright, so whenever you play versus Leblanc, you're going to try to stand your ground with your Q. If you land your Q versus this champion, you win. If you don't land your Q, you lose. It's very important for me to control the space in the lane. I want to be up quite early. So I can look for opportunities where I can either get wave push or get a nice early trading advantage. Since I'm not certain to getting prio, I'm actually just placing my ward there just to get info. What my Kayn is doing is absolutely mental. Okay, this is a good start for me. Okay. I held my Q. I cancelled one out attack though, unfortunately. But this is good. You just walk forward when LeBlanc does that, and then you win the trade. Because when you extend the trades, you win as Aurora. So this is a great rotation for me. Beautiful E there. Every bit of damage I get onto this LeBlanc is winning. Denying her some creeps. Dragging the next wave a little bit further back, so we don't have to play under a tower. We can a little bit more easily grab up the level 3 as well. Damn, missing that is pretty ass. Okay, we hit that. That's huge. So much damage with the Scorch and sudden impact. Worth. It's not worth, but, you know, at least we say it's worth. Get him, Kayn. Oh, there's a Lulu in the bush, dude. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's fucked up. Okay, that's pretty fucking bad, actually. I probably shouldn't have flashed like that. She was anticipating it, of course. The early lane was good, but this jungle gank was really bad for us. Didn't expect her to show up the way she did. It made sense. She moved into bot side and then recognized that she had no minion, that she had no camps, because Kayn stole her shit. That's why she's there. Okay, that's a goodie. That's fine. Reach 5 now. Gotta be a bit careful. If she lands E, I'm pretty sure I get 100 to 0 kill. Okay. It's easier for her to dodge my spells than for me to dodge her spells. Good shit, Kane. She just used her entire combo. Good E. Wave's in a great spot for me. So I'm in a nice position now. 1 Q is 1 kill here. Fantastic. So I timed that with the last hit. And that's why I was able to catch her off guard. She was in out animation. Yeah, that was really good. Okay, it was a good base. Let's hope Kane gets out. Kane was a bit deep off tempo. Okay, we're in a strong spot now though. I think my job's to hard push this wave here. Ball is winning. Nice, we deny some minions. We're starting to get a pretty big lead over the Leblanc here. Drag the minion back. Make sure it doesn't stack up right there. A pretty good spot here now. We're going to keep this wave neutral, and she is fucked because she took a bad trade. The only thing that can mess me up right now is a potential jungle gank from Nefiri. Into like chain combination, right? But we spot Nefiri there. I'm just going to deny her the cannon. Fucking greedy bitch. Alright. Very nice. Let's reset. Okay, we're in a fantastic position now, boys. We are in a fantastic position. Let's get this. For maximum laning power. Should have maybe gotten a controller too. And starting from this position, we want to kind of expand our lead onto the map. Well played by bot lane, dude. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I should have pinged that. That's partially on me. I think that's fully on me. I was in La La Land dreaming about the neutral objective and I forgot that one had a bit of tempo. Let's play Drake then. I think I'm gonna hard push this. Is it necessary? Can they contest? Nah, she's probably yoinking our top side, not hard pushing. She did not yoink our top side. Let's yonk their bot side then. Oh my god. She would jump away all the time. I didn't expect her to escape there. It's okay. She lost her entire HP bar. Oh my. I don't want to give her a free reset, so I have to move back to mid. Should have held, denied her the extra creep as well. She's got mercs. I don't know if she has flash. Since I don't have info on Nafiri, and Nafiri probably has ult. Gotta be a little bit careful here. Let's just press the B button. I'm gonna stay for one more. I really wanted that extra wave for my item. I'm gonna be greedy. Very nice, we got the wave out. We got our item right now. Let's play around next neutral again. Do we instantly deploy bot? We do. Perfect micro execution. That was so good. I loved how I used the R to get closer to the Nefiri. That was great, dude. Great micro execution there. Let's get the turret. We now have our empowered reset, so let's use it. Huge. Alright, we're so strong now. That was a great, great play. I love how I read the play. I knew that Leblanc was going to roam there. She kind of had to, because she's so far behind the lane, right? That was really good. I think Lulu might show up here. Back to base, bitch. Sending her back to base like that is insane because we're getting control of the top side of the map. And by preventing them from doing anything on bot side by getting that chunk, basically means that we have full map control. And we spotted the Fury going into top side, so I can push one more for free. I'm a greedy bitch. I'm out. Dodge. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Not like that, man. Not like that. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. I fucking inted it there, by the way. I was too greedy and I got away with it. Actually getting away with murder. They might be hiding in the bush, so I lean up top side. I flashed to Leblanc chain, which led to a position... which led to an instant FF. Because I flashed to Leblanc chain, I actually got out there. Well, if I don't flash that chain, I'd never get out. What's up, everybody? Aurora is currently one of the best champions in the meta. So I had to play her. And it looks like we are versing up against Gwen, which is quite an interesting matchup. I've been seeing quite a bit of Gwen mid recently. I don't know what's going on with these Gwen players. Why they're playing on mid lane instead of top lane. But they're actually really annoying to deal with. They deal an insane amount of damage. And they... are sometimes quite tough to hit because of their W, of course. Now, in the early lane, Gwen is not particularly known as the strongest early laner, so we're going to look to try and see if we can harass her a little bit. Of course, that is mainly whenever she goes for last hits. She went for the D ring. I'm going to look to hit this creep. Slightly switch up the minion aggro. Okay, that was a pretty ass queue. First game of the day, boys. Gotta cut me some slack. It's a good one, though. Nice passive proc. We're in a really good spot. I thought she would like start E level 1 to dodge out my Q. I guess that's not really necessary if we're missing the Q already, huh? Kind of chilling here. I'm going to look to harass her onto the creeps. Oh! What? Okay. Good chunk. Gonna be reaching level 3 here. Fascinating. That's the power of Ignite. Let's reset. We gotta be a bit careful here. I'm gonna ping my boys off before anything crazy happens. And I really like Dark Seal. The reason why Dark Seal is so good versus a melee champion is because it gives us HP and it prevents like all-ins, right? We got no sums now, so we're kind of chilling. Wave's in a really good spot. Pushing towards me. I want to thin it out a little bit. Alright then. Just hold it. We got refill. Why is this guy just ruining my lane? Okay. That was kind of decent. We're going to insta-reset. I don't really care about hitting the plate just yet. I'm going to ruin my tempo if I do that. I do not want to be ruining my tempo. Great. We get double Amp Tome here, which is fantastic, of course. This puts us in a position where we're very, very strong right now. Because we got so much inbuilt damage. The moment she fucks up her W, just like she did previously, I can now instantly look to all in her. The bot lane boys got enough vision. Should be fine. I'm going to drag this one slightly up. Because Silas shows bot, so I want to be leaning top side of the lane. You got ult now. We'll move down. Shrink him a little bit. Okay, great stuff. We get the plate as well. I want to push one more wave before resetting. Which we can quite easily do. Beautiful. Now we just press the B button. I cannot really help if any fights happen right now. But I'm assuming that we're fine. Assumptions are always dangerous, but this is good. Okay. Not too shabby. Not too shabby indeed. Looks like top lane's heavy trading. And we have Riven. So Riven just wins. True exhaust. Fucking one shot the Aurelia true exhaust, by the way. Okay. She might take a reset because I like Giga Chunkter, right? Very good. I'm going to try to get some vision into top side here. Because next neutral is going to be Grubbies. And she might be base. So I'm not going to touch the minions here. If there would be a crystal on the plate, I could like hit push, but... Got out a W. She can't really contest these minions anymore. She's too low. Extra plate in the pocket. Ooh, it already one-shots at level 7. That means I'm fat as fuck. Usually it only starts one-shotting at 9. That means I'm really fat. Let's just take a quick little reset. Get myself a little bit of extra power before the potential fight happening at the Grubbies here. So we're now like strong as fuck, right? Oh, Gwen shows Bolt. She's lost it, boys. She's lost it. Oh, they're swapping up lanes maybe for Grubbies. Ah, nah, she's lost it, dude. Fuck, I missed the cannon, dude. I think we did her so dirty that she didn't want to play the game anymore. It's a nice chunk. Yeah, yeah. Alistar, yeah, yeah. She's gonna walk topside here. So that's where my jungle's at. As long as we just keep him at bay, we're auto-winning, right? I'm just gonna freeze. I'm now acting as if I'm gonna go in. Okay, we just changed focus to the alley. Ah, man! Why are cannons so hard to hit? Very good. Dodge. Oh, he's pushing the wave. We're dodging that one. Let's just base. We got our item, right? Yeah, we can sell pot. Is it worth selling pot? I don't think it's worth. Our team is off tempo anyway. We don't need to play for anything. 30 seconds coming up, so I'm not selling pot. Selling pot? Doesn't that mean selling weed? Isn't that what they call it nowadays? I think that's how they call it in NA. I do not sell weed, guys. I'm just a league player. Fucking hell, what's going on there? Fascinating. Let's hit this plate. Gwen should die. I'm gonna fucking kill this guy the moment he comes in. He's gonna look to hard push the next wave. That's why we call Aurora the mid-wave murderer. There's a bit of ego checking on the top lane. We got the cannon, boys. Come on. Maybe we can catch top lane wave. I don't want to be running into a Silas plus Aurelia combination. TP! TP! Fucking minions. We're gonna send Mel mid now. And we're gonna go for more damage. My jungler's autofill. He's doing pretty well. Ooh, this is my rep. This is not my rep of Sage. I'm deploying bot because there's not really any play happening in the near future. Plus I got no R. So I'm just deploying ball all the way. Usually it's not really the ideal deployment, but with the new home guards, it's actually quite decent to just deploy side like that. Whenever she's gonna go for these casters, that's when I'm gonna hit her. Fuck! They got vision in there. I'm such an internet. So, let's explain my thought process here, okay? And why what I did was like, so in first and foremost, my team's playing topside. I'm on the weak side of the map, right? And we're super far ahead. Whenever you're in a position like that, you don't want to be gambling stuff. And I was gambling if there was a vision in there or not. And that gamble did not pay off, as you can see. I also had no R, so the chances were just quite low on my side, and therefore I shouldn't play it. Instead, what I should do is do nothing, push the wave, shift over into topside, and play the highest percentage play. Because that's really how you consistently carry and win out games like that, right? We can just keep pushing bot now. That was a great Bard ult. Spar's been kind of smurfing. I love Bard players, dude. In my team, at least. Every single time I play with Bard, I always have the feeling that they're just fucking useful. Do we push one more? I think we can do one more. We're gonna keep pushing, you know? Fuck, I can't be leaving this mid lane wave to waste. I'd love to stay bot, but it's not worth trading when we're ahead, you know? I want to prevent this guy from... Alright then. Where did my HP go, by the way? Is that just the power of Lich Bane Gwen? I just got evaporated. I don't need to go sweeper, man. These fuckers got perma vision on me. I'll play this. Jhin is very far up. Not legal. Okay. You gotta be careful of like a big AoE. We don't want to get a like AoE with the Silas Aurora ult. That should deal some damage. It's pretty important we don't throw. So we're just gonna play Drake. Catch mid wave here. It's a pretty fucking big throw. I really disliked how Mel moved from mid into bot. That was not good. This is their chance to contest, right? Oh. That's some damage right there. I W'd in that direction and I moved in the other direction to force to like kind of bait Silas into queuing the direction I wasn't walking. Because the only way you can kill me is with that Q with Shadow Flame, right? So I kind of faked him out there. Should end this here. Should not continue. And now we go top side. And we're gonna now play top tier 2. And then we're gonna set up for Baron Vision here. I'm gonna move over to top, be on strong side of the map. Beautiful. Very nice, very nice. Keep it up, team. Alright then. Can I make some progress now? Oh, Aurelia's there. I'm all resetting. There's no reason for me to go bolt. Too far. Got no TP. I'll just keep pushing top, force them to respond to me. It also makes me stinking rich. So it's good. Filthy rich. He's feeding, dude. I don't want to play Baron, but my Kiana forgets that the objective is up, I think. Clear into top. She does not forget. So you can push one more. Pushing one more would be very nice. We just out-attacked her. Okay, that was good. And Riven's just ending the game. Good shit, Riven. And there's so much damage, dude. This build is crazy. Just gotta take fucking Baron, boys. Can we end, maybe? Ending would be nice. Alright. Good shit. Good fucking shit. Yeah, clean game. Alright, so when playing with Leblanc, the key is to be very careful of the trades that we take. I'm gonna be a little bit careful here, level 1. I'm gonna try to get up the push. Sucks I missed my Q. If I land my Q, it's super winning there. Very nice. Good early lane. We took better trades than her, even though I missed my first Q. And this puts us in such a good spot, by the way. Holy moly. Okay, we're gonna go Dark Seal refill. Very nice. Okay, so we won the initial trade battle. And I won the mind game here, right? Because usually you don't want to like Q randomly, because she can dodge it with her W. But in this case, I thought she would overstay, because she did it in the previous situations as well. And I won the mind game. And therefore I won the all-in. She also used her Ignite, which is like incredible for me. Really good E. Every bit of damage that we get onto LeBlanc will stick. As long as I land my Q, I win. So even if she does like this funky little trading that she does, it's fine for me. As long as I land my Q. And we've been landing our Qs. This is fine, we made her stay. That way we can kind of trap her in the lane right now. Quick little trading like that. One Q is 1 kill right now. She knows that. So she can't really be contesting these creeps for free. Perfect QE there. Very nice. I gave her space on that final minion. Intentionally to incentivize her to go for that minion. And therefore I won the mind game. So I slightly stepped back. Allowing her to think that she could get that creep. But that was the exact creep I was going to contest her on. You're going to get a lot of stats versus Leblanc. Because it's a very stat check heavy matchup. And I'm now like so much AP over her. I'm literally 50 AP over her here. Means way more damage. So that's good. She had no cooldown, so it was really easy to punish her there. We're gonna thin out the wave a little bit. Don't want to give her a fat crash, because it's gonna lead into a potential tempo reset. Zoner of the creep there. I didn't think the Jarvan Q would land there. That fucking stinks. I thought it wouldn't land, but it's just too fat, I guess. My bad. I should have... In hindsight, I should have flashed it then. A little bit greedy for not flashing that. My bad. It's okay. We're still fine in the lane. We're a little bit more equalized now. There's no sense hard pushing this. We're always going to slow play this here. That was a great Lilia ball. Good trade. Yeah, we're very equalized now. I don't know where Jarvan is. Gotta respect here. He might gank me. Okay, trade on the cannon there. Also got myself the plate, which is really good. And hard push this. And reset straight in her face. If she stays, I can stay. If she doesn't stay, then I don't stay as well. And then I kind of want to play Gribbies. And we're fully all-inning on damage here, because it's such a stat check heavy matchup, right? Cirques. We're gonna deny us some minions here. By slow playing. We should soon be winning top really hard because Ambassador's gonna spike extremely hard on Eclipse. Nice E. Every bit of that. Oh my god, she just got 6. And I got 100 to 0. Oh, that is frustrating, man. She just got literally 2 kills and she still had Ignite. Wow. That is a frustrating way to lose lane. So, it kind of sucks because she moved from lane into bot. Right, she didn't even go through mid, so I couldn't cancel her roam. And she was literally on vision and Lilia still died. So, it's just fucking annoying. That's just annoying. Not much I could do there. I think one thing I could have done was stay mid. But I thought I could maybe like clean up on bot. But Jarvan played good defense. They had vision. Missed the cannon. Oh my fucking god, she's so fat now. This Leblanc is a massive issue. I gotta really tether her range right now, because 1 QE will annihilate me. Like I said, annihilates me. Really hard. I have to take a reset now. Top is winning, which is good. Top is in a really good spot right now. Hard nuke next wave. She will be on time to deny me the plate. Yep. Good, I don't go for that. I will get killed. That was a good play. My bot lane's struggling a little bit. And we lose another Drake. But killing top was quite big there. Great anticipation. I'm in lane control right now. Because 1 QE kills. She knows that. My bad. She was aware. It's okay. His wave stat's fucked. Very nice. I'm playing around my strong side really well. Bot lane is feeding a bit. She's heading mid now. She's had enough. It's okay. I'm close to my quest. I can just reset go bot. Oh my god. They got her though. Fine. They killed Leblanc, got her stacks. Best still got flashed. Young's got no Borg. Probably fine. I can make some big waves on bot lane. Push one more wave, then LeBlanc's gonna answer me. So I'm gonna do one more wave here. She missed her first W, so I kill her there. I'm also strong now. I kept my ignite up. Am I getting collapsed upon by MF? Doesn't look like it. I can just stay bot, push one more wave, then reset with my empowered base. Game winning play here. And I don't one-shot the wave. Stinks a bit. And now I can deploy into top side. Perfect macro here. Really good. I don't mind matching up against Yone. But I don't have to be bot just yet. And I kind of want to do it on the long lane. Not on the long lane. If he's got the long lane, he can all in me. I don't like these lane assignments. I should have probably just taken over top. This Lilia is making a few mistakes here. I don't think there's a way out besides giving. Tough one. Let's see how we bounce back in this game. Let's see how we can bounce back. I think we're gonna... what does our team comp do? Damn, Ambessa just started losing randomly as well. How is she just behind? Fuck, man. Let's give Drake. We have no R. Barrier was way too late. Kind of crazy how often I ganked her on top and like behind like that. Not looking good. Okay, I got a bit of waves on top here. Leblanc did use Ignite. Made a few picks mid. Maybe I can reset and then deploy through mid. Let's go sweeper. This is a sweeper game. I don't really break through side easily. The sweeper value is a little bit higher. Oh, that stinks. That's so unlucky. I had the right ID, but Yone ulted just on the Caitlyn. In my invis. Fuck. That would have been a double kill, man. That would have been a game changer. Damn, MF was so free too. That's unlucky. I should have stood further away from Kate. I just didn't expect Yone to like all in like that. But from his perspective, it kind of made sense, right? Because he didn't have vision on me. So it makes sense for him to just all in like that. Yikes. Yeah, a few unlucky situations around the bot lane. I'm gonna gamble a bit on this next wave. A little bit of a gamble. They know that Lilia's top side. So I think they're gonna give me this wave. Giving me this wave can lead to me getting an opportunity to create a shovel move angle. And a number advantage play. Because I didn't get the cannon. I might be able to just reset and move bot right now. They're not on it, they got no damage. Yone is their damage. They got no Baron damage. Not sure what my Ambassador's cooking. My bad. I rushed my Q. Worth. Not bad. That was a good fight. We got the MF. We had a great follow-up onto the Chain CC from the Lilia plus Ambessa. Fights like these is what we need. I think we can get the turret too. Big turret, dude. It's a lot of money in the pocket. Very nice. Think we go. Tony has a little bit of a bitch made move, so we're just gonna go full pen. Now this Drake is important. We need to kill this guy right here, right now. That's gonna give us Drake. I got vision. I think I fucked up the fight a little bit. Very interesting how they just hard forced that and won. I don't think we should have played for the Baron. I think we should have played for the fight. I don't think Lilia should have taken that and flipped Baron. I think we should have slowed it down slightly. It's okay. Them getting Sol is problematic. It's extremely problematic. Push top. Great over. Fantastic overload. Oh, she stole the Drake? Winnable. How did she ever steal the Drake? What the fuck? Oh, that's so fucking winnable then. Damn, I was like, if we lose Drake there, the game is so fucking cooked. Versus their comp with Dragon. Like full assassin damage comp with fucking Infernal Drake. I don't know, she stole that shit. That's well played by her. Lila redeemed herself. We now get ourselves Robin so we can maybe overload them both. Look at the amount of pressure that we have on top side as well, right? This might be playable actually. Ew. Okay, we got the Jarvan. This MF is still a small issue. Small, large, large issue. My Alistar did not have a good game, did he now? We need to find creative angles. I need to be very creative. Shit, this shit's gonna give. I was like, fuck, this shit's gonna give vision. I have to clear it. Oh, it was too creative, I guess. At least I stole it. Probably game. I almost got out there too. Yeah, tough game. Tough game. We tried. We didn't succeed. It happens to the best of us. GG's. GG's. What's up, everybody? We're going to be doing some more Aurora gaming. It looks like we are versing up against Yasuo, which it's not the most fun matchup, but it's like fine. They got quite a bit of threat with Yasuo-Diana combination. And since we also got Cassiopeia top, this might be a game where I actually go Liam's and just play a little bit more slow instead of burst-oriented. It's going to be quite hard for me to 100-0 people in this game. We have an interesting, unique composition as well. We have Soraka bot, which is not super good for Aurora because it doesn't really provide a lot of multi-threat. Looks like we lose bot push here. We do have Skarner jungle, which is nice though. But the enemy, we have a double AP side lane, which gives the enemies, of course, opportunities to build, itemize MR and have a lot of value from it. So versus Yasuo, we're gonna try to play it nice and slow. We're gonna force the wave to be somewhat slow pushing or on my side. I don't want the wave to ever get frozen on his side. If that happens, I've slightly failed. We're gonna try to make it hard for him to enter. Okay, and it's very important that you time your Qs during his dashes, because That's when he's stationary, right? That's when he's free to hit. Almost got all creeps there. He does not win this. See what I did there? I used my Q onto the minions so that they not only hit him on the way out, but also on the way back, right? So it was super free. Super free. He thought he could all-in me with lethal tempo, but that's not how it works versus Aurora. That's how it works versus mages like Syndra. But not into Aurora, mate. That's a great kill. That's a steal. Come on. Fuck, I should have went Dark Shield. That's okay. So we're gonna try to get this creep here. I just really want to make sure that he couldn't block that with his wind wall. As you can see, his wind wall, you're always playing this minigame with your Q versus his wind wall. You want to be quite careful. The moment he reaches level 3, oh my god, that was sexy CSing. We're gonna just try to proc his passive with an out attack, especially when the wave is this far here. Just like that. And we're not gonna Q into his wind wall. That's like a primary thing you want to do. You want to be quite careful and wait for him to actually use his wind wall, then you can Q later. That way he can't extend the trade as well. So we're just gonna take it slow like that. We're just gonna pressure him with out attacks. I don't want to get chunked by the Diana here. Okay. Gotta make sure this wave crashes here. Very nice. The wave crashes, so I'm pretty safe. Now the wave will slowly bounce back towards me. I don't have to like cap the shit out of this guy. I can just play it nice and slow. As long as I just get strong myself, that's the key. This is a wave where I gotta be very careful. Very nice. And he hard pushes the wave, which means that the wave's in a good spot right now. Great stuff. We're gonna hard nuke this next minion wave and then get my items off. I got a stronger base than him, comparatively. This is okay. I don't really care about getting hit. So we just can reset on this cannon minion, and if he tries to get it in, that's fine for me. I'll be able to get this and this. So I'm quite strong. And if he hard pushes it like this, right? I'll just catch the entire wave in the turret. That's the benefit of resetting on a cannon. It's also slower for him to push that cannon minion wave out. It's good for me to pressure a reset off there, because of the fact that I had that kill. Oh, that's kind of shit. Yeah, he should have went way earlier, man. Damn, I was like, what is he waiting for? That sucks. I missed a few creeps here. I can at least hit plate and get the plate myself. I didn't cancel Yasuo's reset because I thought Skarner would, right? Otherwise I would have done it myself. Jungle gap. No, just joking. Now we are pretty happy to fight here if a fight ensues. Right. Yeah, so this is my identity as Aurora, right? just skirmish like that. We're so strong at these skirmishes. I gotta move around here because Yasuo beats the shit out of me in isolation. We also don't want to trade too heavily because he's got Bam Scepter right now. So we just want to take it nice and slow. Rock our mana flow band so we can get a little bit of mana in return. Kept Dark Knight, which is good. Okay, good farming. I'm gonna act as if I'm not here, so he's gonna hard push. So he thinks I've probably based now. Still getting the XP. There's no... he might have vision there. I'm gonna stand in the wave to bait him to trade into me. I kinda wanna reset on the next wave, if possible. Okay, good. I'm baiting him to trade. I got his wind wall out, which is great, of course. We got him to hard push the wave. Into a nice little reset on the cannon. Perfectly on time for Void Grubs. Fundamentals, boys. Fundamentals. Very nice. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Problem is that Renata's there. Maybe we gotta cross map bot soon. I think we can cross ramp here. Okay, he's dead. It's fine cross map. Top's feeding a bit. We lost quite a bit further mid as well. Proxy and Garen too strong, dude. Alright. So that's fine. We're just destroying bot, right? So we're gonna play a split map scenario, which that we're gonna heavily play for bot side. Because they are our strong side. He's immortal. I should have flashed that. Oh, that's kind of unlucky. I wanted to Q him during his dash. And his fucking exhaust too. That was kind of unlucky. I should have flashed that. I'll play by him. He's got no sims. He should die here. Oh, that's too funny. That's too fucking funny. Oh no, this guy's flaming too. It happens to the best of us. Let's see if we can play here. We don't need to try to play on both sides. Okay. Good chunk on Renata. Okay. The Garen being there was slightly problematic. Damn, Yasuo lived with 1 HP there too. We're gonna hard push this wave. Great fucking micro there. Yeah, that was perfectly played actually. That was really good micro. It's gonna be a hard game though. It's not gonna be an easy game at all. Really nice. We're gonna move to bot. Let's swap up lanes. Corky's got his quest, I got quest, so... That's totally okay. Second item is gonna be Shadow Flame still. Our top lane is not a big threat. It would be amazing to get that dragon. That's a big Drake to get. Good chunk. Yasuo's now answering. So I'm gonna shift the mid, because I can't beat him in the 1v1, right? Great micro, great mechanics again. Played that really well. Okay, so let's see if we can carry this. I think we're gonna go Mage Eyes this game. We have Drake or Rift coming up in a bit. I don't know if we can fight it. I think Mage Eyes is good. I'm just fat as fuck. Great swap up by Corky here. Good lane assignments. I don't know if we can fight Rift. Overbolt, I think we should drop Rift here. I got no R. And I'm the main carry here right now. Great fucking baiting, dude. Great baiting. I acted like so scared and he completely fell for the trap. All these Yasuo players. And good pings, by the way, on bot as well. I intentionally dropped... I intentionally dropped Rift because I had no R. So I was confident we couldn't fight. Oh, that gives me so much money. And stacks on the Mage Eyes here. So that was just fantastic macro. Now we're gonna move with Skarner here. that. Good move. That's the power of Aurora. Shove a move, king. Or queen. Let's get the blue buff. That's not a kill. Let's just reset. Unfortunately, don't have mine needlessly, but it's fine. Yeah, so we're kind of... Oh my god, we don't get her. It's fine. Nice chunk onto the Garen. We both know where the Garen is right now. It's not in there, actually. I need to wait a little bit, be a little bit careful. My team is off the map right now. I think I'm safe pushing one more. Even two more. We don't know where Garen is, boys. It might be in one of these bushes, though. Diana collapses right now. I'm fine. This is winnable. Ah, I smelled that rat out, dude. I smelled there was a fucking rat in the bush, dude. I knew there was something going on. Because he hasn't shown for such a long time, and he was really creative. It was such a good play by him. Because if he kills me there and I lose my Magi stacks, it's just over, right? So what a great play by him. I love it. Didn't work out. We fought that pretty alright, too. That's a big hit, by the way. You can't reset too, because my Lissandra is proccing. Now we just force him to respond and move over. Maybe my target selection was off there. I should have maybe not focused the Yunara, but I thought the other guy would die already, so... My bad. Maybe I should focus Diana. Okay. I had no R, so it's tough to fight. We are very strong right now, though. Like, next level strong. Also gonna go sweeper because of that reason. We're gonna let Corki mid. All we need to do is just play next Drake. Soraka is insanely strong. I'm insanely strong. Skarner is strong. "24 stacks on the Magi's." So I'm gonna go Zhonya's next, right? Because the Zhonya's value is insanely high versus their team. Shift to mid now. We should bait. But I got vision on it. That sucks. I have vision on Nash. Oh, this is not legal. At all. It is legal. This... Oh. How fucking unplayable is it to play Yunara into this shit, by the way? I need to run bot. Okay. We're just gonna play Drake. Garen's porting top. Since we're playing Drake, I don't really want to go there. Scare them off here. One combo, one kill. They know it. Since I'm so far ahead, I'm going to go Zonias to make sure I don't die. And in my lead. Now we're going to deploy through mid here. And then see if I could like fish for the Yunara again. Oh my god. How does they kill me? I guess he just fucking killed me there. It's fine. We still get Drake, right? I'm just surprised. He just fucking killed me there. It's crazy. I don't think I should have used my W offensively there. We get Drake, which is good. We can now turn it into Baron. I don't think Cassio needed the full commit here. She could have probably defended top, but it's fine. This Sol is pretty big, right? I'll go top. Yeah, where are you going, brother? We need this guy on bot with TP coming up. It's fine, Skarner's fixing bot then. Gotta make sure Karen's not trapping her. And I'll go through mid and I'll kill this Yunara. My bad. Too much. Too ambitious. Yeah, so this is the annoying thing here, right? The problem here is that I'm fucking homeless because this guy goes top. What I think we should have done... And Skarna's also homeless, right? So what I think we should have done is we should have sent Cassio bot. I should have went top, just pushed out, wait for Skarna to get on the map, then play the game. But I got a little bit... I just didn't adapt, okay? I just didn't adapt. And this might loses the game here. It doesn't lose the game. We still got Baron, but it's just annoying. I didn't adapt to my teammates not listening to me. A little bit rigid on my end. And this stalls out the game so long. Oh. Stalls out the game so long. I don't have a W right now, so I gotta be a bit careful. I got Zonias though. I need to find like a collapse. We don't win side in isolation. So I need to find a way where I can just hard force on them. Okay, we turned a really bad situation in a very good one. Oh, that went so bad almost. Fucking Garen on the flank there. That was almost a game loser. Thankfully, I can at least fight on this champ, you know? It's just so hard to navigate the macro. Okay, so what I think I should have done is actually call for hover. I think that's the best thing for me to do in the side. I should go push side and then ask Skarner to hover me. Link up with the Skarner and then we win. Now we want to play this. Great micro again. This is the shit we need to do, right? Now they're gonna defend top. And we're gonna open up towards bot side. Get control of this. Yeah, great fucking macro, okay? Hover up with the Skarner in the side, 2v1 on the side, and that's how we win. This is probably really winning. Very winning. Out attack the creep. Oh my god, where did she go? We out attack the creep to proc the Hextech Soul on her. I think she can solo. Nice, we can just win the game now. Okay, so yeah, the main highlight of this game was micro execution. I think my micro execution was very good. $20 bomb. GG's. Great game, honestly. We made a few awkward macro decisions that just were a little bit sloppy. A little bit too much, I would say. But overall, I think the micro was incredible, actually. The micro was really, really, really good. The micro was really, really good. So yeah, nice game. GG's.